himself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Milner. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the quick pass. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Madison. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Baker. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This
turning it on! A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark. At the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Back to throw, it's Baker. Snagged in the middle, it's James. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to the ground game on the left. Gets it past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use it.
Hits the afterburners. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Simon. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man... into the line, and down he goes. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Baker. Buys a little time with his feet. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. He's out past the 35. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. The outside. Touchdown, Missouri! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin court. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got to tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
That's caught. It's Terry. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Punch it out of the air. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here.
Touchdown, Tigers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Simon. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They have a ton of designed runs in the playbook for him, much like when Vince Young took over full-time at quarterback, threw for over 1,500 and rushed for another 1,000. Dual-threat guys can move the ball.
Yeah, and when you got a quarterback like that, you should have a ton of runs in there. I mean, if I'm Texas, I got a guy that's got wheels like that can burn. I would be dumb not to have this as a big part of my playbook.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Steps away. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Terry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they get that 4th down conversion by running the football. That's now 4 4th downs they've been able to convert. Defensively, you've got to find a better way to get off the field somehow, some way.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Gets it out fast. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and cover.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the toss. Runs through the tackle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's got it again. Running into the open space. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll try the left side. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. It's Terry. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You can punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give to the left side. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man. It's Terry. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's James.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn! What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
On the move, it's Cook. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The sure hands, it's Milner.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Terry. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And after that incompletion, as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game. And don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Looking to throw on first down. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Illegal touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And you're down late in the game, and you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They get to him as he throws. Pass to the end zone. Caught. Oh, touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock? I get it. No guts, no glory, but you didn't execute. You got to have a play dialed in there. Going for 2, going for the win, now down by 1, and you need some serious luck.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.